Greetings. So let's start.
Zarya, Zen, and looks like Moira for their healers. Genji's going up top left. Genji left.
Okay, first. Fucking, I hate this shit. Okay, instead of wasting half of your heals, as you're doing no damage to the enemy, because you're playing in the high ground and you're not getting exposed, you need to use a ball that can bounce and heal your team instead of wasting half um, of your P.
No to flag.
Look,
Okay, let's drop. What? Hey, rotate,
you're wasting
rotate,
almost
rotate
everything,
back.
and at the moment you drop, you almost have no P.
Here,
Help him.
Genji, rank and die.
Hey, Genji, right side low.
He's getting healed up.
You have no P now.
No juice.
McCurry, I need you to focus their Genji.
I'm working on him.
Okay. Hanzo's up top on the mid steps.
Oh,
Nice.
I think I
Hey,
didn't
sorry.
call out. In the beginning, Ark died
They have Ryan, Genji.
because he was playing alone.
Zen, and looks like Moira for their healers.
Okay, first, Ark is over here, and look where the shield is. As you're saying that shit, Prime, you need to call Ark to back up, or to play behind the Ryan shield. Because look, everyone's playing behind the shield, or you're playing behind this wall. Ark is the only one that is getting exposed. And that's probably a reason you waste half of your P.
Genji's going up top left. Genji left. No to flag.
Look, you can see Ark over here, fighting alone on point. Ark, be careful with that. And he died.
Okay, let's drop.
What?
Hey, rotate.
Help him.
Genji, rank.
So, as you got no P, and they have a shield, all your main heals depend on your bolts. That is every 4 seconds. I mean, it's 10 seconds.
McCurry, I need you to focus their Genji.
I'm working on him.
Okay. Hanzo's up top on the mid steps. Nice. Hey, Zarya's high charge.
Look, and also, you call out you have no juice, but your team is still playing aggro, so everyone gotta take care of what your Moira is calling out. If she got no juice, then you need to play passive, so she can reload or recharge the juice, and the only heals you'll get is from the ball.
Shield up.
Anything heals near right.
Again, sponge. Playing alone in a high ground when not even a Moira juice can heal you from over here. Probably with a ball, but he's healing Anchor as he is the front line fighting everyone. So you got 3 picks, and that's huge. But let me hear. I don't know if you called that out.
McCurry, I need you to focus their Genji.
I'm working on him.
Okay, you call focus the Genji. He was still on high ground.
Okay. Hanzo's up top on the mid steps. Nice. Hey, Zarya's high charge.
Shield up.
Anything heals near right.
Or at least
Sorry.
call out you're gonna flank Sponge. So these 2 picks were huge, but it would have been more huge if you wouldn't die. So call out where you're going, the picks you got, and if you need heals.
Right, no ally. Okay.
Okay,
Get the Zarya.
you realized
Get the Zarya.
this was a waste of ult, so be careful with that. Anchor was in need of heals.
Alright, hey, speed's on. Back to point. Yeah. Regroup on Ryan. This next fight, let's hold grab for Blade. We're gonna shatter next fight.
I have shatter.
Shatter next fight.
Hey, Sponge, I'm gonna try to call for a flash on it.
Okay, Anchor call out a flash on the enemy Rhine. That's good. Anchor will improve of your shatters. I mean, that you trust your teammates to help you get a huge shatter. Problem is, if you know they have a Zarya, First of all, you need to bait the external bubble, or the. I mean, if it's possible, two bubbles, because you will see.
Alright, I'm down here.
I'll give you a countdown, alright? Make sure you're ready.
Again, Ark was praying alone. I don't think he killed anyone.
Down here.
I'll give you a countdown, alright? Make sure you're ready.
Yeah, he was playing alone. He missed the dash and he died.
Peace, buddy.
Alright,
Okay, we got easels to spike in position.
Alright, hold
3, 2, 1, do it.
Look, you see this shit? It's a sorry bubble. A sorry bubble can block the whole shatter. So you gotta be really careful with the sorry bubbles. That's why you gotta call out every cooldown they have. If they use Widow Hook, call the Widow Hook. If they use the Roadhog Babe, call the Roadhog Babe. The Fire Strike, call Fire Strikes. Stuns are really important, because if McCready doesn't have a stun, you can dive him without getting punished. Also a Zarya bubble. If Zarya doesn't have personal bubble, she's easier to kill. Look. Fuck. Okay. This was the shatter. But again. Look. Shatter over here. Ryan was stunned. You can even see the animation of that. But Zarya bubbled him. So the shatter got nothing.
I'm beating because they're blading.
Okay, now. In this case. Genji wasn't targeting you, Pry. So just keep healing the target Genji's killing. He was nano? Yeah, okay. So with those 2 seconds of you healing the McCree, even with your ball, the Lucio bit could have entered in time and saved Sponge. Look. You used your dash, so that was half of HP with the dash of Genji, and you had no faith. He dead. In that second, you move from this place over here with your shift. Sponge died, so be careful with that. Only if Genji's killing you, use your shift ability or your escape ability. And your main target right now is to heal the people, or try to heal the people Genji's trying to kill. Because here, you're trying to kill Genji. It's not that bad because you're like a really hard counter to Genji. But he's nano. He has nano. So it's gonna be really hard for Amura to solo kill a Genji. Even if he's half, Vex was also trying to kill the Genji. But look. In that time you tried to kill the Genji, your Lucio was dying. Half HP Lucio. Lucio dead. No heals.
Hold grab, bubble, hold grab, hold.
Also, again, you were trying to kill the Genji. This ball was to kill the Genji, of course, as you aim that ball to him. But in that time, look who died. And he was left side to you. Fuck. I can see his HP.
Hold grab.
So be careful with that. Remember your heals. Even if you're gonna DPS or to charge your juice, call it out. So your team knows you're playing passive, and that's for everyone. If Mora is calling she's out of juice, or if she's trying to kill someone, and she call it out, play passive, as you have no main heals. Also, if you're trying to survive or to stall, use the heals. Also, you gotta use your ball in an angle so it can bounce against you and rebounds and that shit. So a lot of times you just threw the ball nowhere or just in a straight line, and half of the ball is lost because it didn't bounce.
Yeah, we might need that.
Okay, this call out wasn't bad, but at least you follow it. That's a good thing. It's doesn't matter if it's a bad call. Just follow it. It can make turn to a good call. And also anchor, I have told you a lot of times. Grab. A lot of times, enemy Ryan gets into a grab. He will try to use his shatter to stop the damage, as you saw over here. Probably if you block that shatter, it could have been winnable.
I think that was a waste of grab.
Also, Arc finally called out something, so good job.
Yeah, we didn't. They transcend. We couldn't really.
Okay, now, if you see Anchor over here, the best way to heal him, it's calling him to back up over here, or just throw a bubble and calling him to stay over where he is. But in that time, you only call out to keep his shield up.
Hold your shield up. Hold your shield up.
Hold your shield up.
Oh.
So at the moment you get right side, he was dead.
God damn it.
Yeah, we lost that. We're just feeding at this point.
Yeah, no.
We only have one up there right now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, nobody could have made it back in time.
Rose,
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay. These two tanks in this point is not that bad. But what mob is Dorado? Yeah. But you can play so good with this high ground between pass, church, and garage. This whole high ground covers all the path that the payload gotta do to reach the next point. So if you're fighting here, you can rotate the payload between Winston. Winston's over here, and the time he's low, he jumps back, and the diva answers, so he gets healed over here. So comp mistakes and how you played. Let's see how you played with Ryan Sari. If you played Ryan Sari in this high ground, well, it could have worked, but let's see how you would do it.
Yeah, we can go there for a second.
Damn. It changed to Winston.
I'm gonna stay Lucio.
After a
Nice.
coil, I'll go mercy.
Well, you hear me.
I'll get up here. We'll engage the coil. We'll engage the coil.
So let's see how you played. Okay, first of all, your team is playing high ground, Prey. And you even saw them, like, let's see, that was 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
I'm gonna stay Lucio.
338, you saw Arc going to high ground. 338.
After a burn coil, I'll go mercy. I'll get up here.
And you're trying to heal Arc.
We'll engage the coil.
So-
Engage the coil.
You saw Anchor and Lucio going to the high ground. 332. That was 6 seconds of you thinking what to do.
We'll engage the coil. Dive it, guys.
10 seconds.
Hold,
Bit.
hold.
You're
Let me see what's going on here. Hey,
you don't know
Sid,
what's going on because you're in low ground.
Nano Genji.
Your team has no main heals as you're playing on the low ground.
Alright, we lost
Yeah,
one.
got one
Hey,
shot.
they're Hanzo.
Okay, and you even ulted. 3:15, you're still on high ground. Almost 20 seconds, more than 20 seconds of you thinking what to do
Hey,
and staying
they're
high
Hanzo.
ground. Wait. So, Sponge was the first to die, yeah.
Let me see
And you don't even throw a bubble over here to try to heal him. You just keep thinking what to do.
what's going on here. Hey, there's Zen. Maybe we could dive their Zen. Bottom left. Nano Genji. Alright, we lost
Yeah.
one.
Okay, we lost one. Kill fit. You ulted against a Nano Genji and Zarya alone.
Got one
Hey,
shot.
they're Hanzo. Dive their Hanzo.
They used more ult. Well, you try to heal them. And your team is well doing his job. Wait. Sorry. So be careful with those high grounds and how you play with them.
Zari. No personal. Both their tanks can die right here. Pull back to point. Did we get their Zen?
Okay, be careful doing this. If a good teams see you overextending and using your shift, they can punish you really hard, and that can be a game changer. And again, they're playing high ground. Oh,
We're gonna have Blade and Bomb. Anchor, what do you think we should use there?
okay. Just a quick explanation on how you need to play with the high grounds. First of all, let me see your comp. Please press tab. Okay. Winston against Ryan in the same ground. Ryan wins because of the damage. If he enters aggro or Ryan, a 1v1 between these two, Ryan easy win. Because Winston is just poke damage and, well, mobility. Ryan is just a tank that can sustain a point with his shield. But without his shield, he has a lot of damage.
Go get
They
the
do
time
the
on though.
trans. We should try and bait out trans. before
Genji,
we-
can you bait trans?
See, I can also try to help with that.
That was a
I'm
nice shift.
I'm helping. Ryan's on me. Ryan's pretty far up.
Again, Moira is not the best pick here. Because if your team is playing on high ground, well, you gotta stay on high ground. But at the moment they drop, you gotta drop to follow the heals. Because Moira is it's a healer that has medium range heals. So be careful with these compositions. In this case, Ana was better, or in the worst case, Mercy was better.
Zarya is half, by the way.
Soft reset, make sure you guys are grouped up. Pick a target. Do they have healers left? Do they have any healers left? Alright.
Again, be careful with that. You're leaving your team without heals. Look, before you entered, yeah, over here. I can't actually see the HP, but
Have
you
healers
can
left? Do
heal
they
her.
have healers left?
But you decide to keep DPSing. So be careful with that.
Anything heals? We need to pull
I
back.
got bomb.
Soft reset.
I got my bomb.
Behind the corner. Anchor, what's the play for next fight?
They still have that gravity safety for that. Post bombs find an opportunity. Coalescence. We can probably use that a little bit more offensively to find an opportunity. Then.
They have Winston Zarya. They definitely have crowds.
Anything heals near Ryan? Or,
Tracer
my bad.
pipeline.
Ana's dead.
Okay, Ana dead.
Hey, get the Zarya. Focus Zarya. Focus Zarya.
That was nice. Using your ball and the ult at the same time. Problem is, Lucio ulted, so both support ults were used at the same time.
I'm beating.
And they had Diana down. Oh, well, your Lucius down now. So, if you know they have graph bros, you gotta hide or something so you don't get insta-killed in the grab. And that's what happened here. And you lost the bit.
Fuck. They trans.
Literally they used like 4 ults.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Nah, never mind. I don't know how many. Didn't count it.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's done. It's in the past.
Sense one.
It's
Zen one
it's
is dead.
done.
I think Genji got lucky.
Zen's dead.
He's just dashing.
Zarya's half.
Ah.
I can go in for a test.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay. 1 second.
Yeah, I think we should.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this comp. This comp is garbage. If you play the high ground, there was easy win. Zarya can't get to a high ground. Ana, well, can heal, but if they're playing like... Okay, let's see. Dorado. Let's check this one. Imagine. Ana's over here. The enemy Ana. and your Winston, they had only one Winston. If he's playing over here, so Anna can't see the Winston because of this, of the roof or the floor. So Winston would have dropped to get healed and then jump back again. But he was playing alone in the high ground, as he was the only one that kinda contest high ground with the Genji. So you could have insta killed the Winston. Second thing, they were playing Ana. They were playing fuck. Who else? Zarya. Zarya and Ana both were playing in the payload. You were playing Tracer. Tracer is an interesting pick here, because if she wants to get to the high ground, the only way is just climbing like every normal hero, and then, well, start shooting. So Tracer's useless too on this map. Well, this point at least. You were playing what else? Well, Winston. Fucking bullshit. Well, fuck it. So that comp. Oh, Genji, yeah. Two enemies contesting high ground against your whole team contesting high ground. It's an easy win. Zarya, well, it's gonna be hard for her to shoot over here and help the Winston. The only thing she can do is bubble Winston before he jumps, or Genji. Tracer will, I already explained, she gotta climb with the stairs and do damage. So if you're playing in the high ground, you had Winston Diva, just kill the Winston and rotate the high ground. Now I'm gonna explain it how. Imagine the payload's over here. Your whole team is playing on the high ground. So Diva got a drop, use her whole matrix to contest and try to poke damage and get someone low. And at the moment she gets like half HP, she gotta jump back. Jump back to the high ground. And at the time Diva does that, Winston got a drop, use his bubble, his cooldowns. I mean, not cooldowns, not his jump, only his bubble. And at the moment he's half HP. Well, in this case you're playing Moira. Fuck, there's no Moira here. Well, let's imagine Mercy as Moira. And what else? Lucio. By the way, Lucio is also a bad pick here, because you can reach every point of over here without the speed. So if you're playing Lucio for the heals, it's not the best thing. It's more worth to play with a Zen to for the damage and the trance. So at the moment Diva climbs up or get back to the high ground, she gets healed, and also Mercy is a good pick here because she can heal literally from the high ground. So Diva can contest more time and jump when she needs heals, getting healed by Lucio, and that's why Lucio is bad. If Lucio is staying on the high ground, he can do anything until they reach the high ground. So Asen could have been over here, giving his harmony to the Diva and discarding someone, but Lucio just gotta stay here or fight on point with them. But he's gonna get insta kill because, well, the tanks are rotating, so the free pick is Lucio. So at the time Winston come down to the point, he poke damage, he chip damage, he tried to kill someone, and again he climbs up, get healed, Diva got a drop, and your whole your DPS gotta, oh, of course, try to kill someone too or do damage. So be careful of how you play the strats. You also had a Tracer, bad thing. Genji was the only good thing on this comp. I mean, Genji, Winston, Diva were the only good things. Lucian, nah. Moira, nah. Tracer, nah. So be careful with those comps. We haven't seen the strategy for this point, so I'm gonna explain it. I mean, this was the explanation for this point, so Try to learn it.
I think we should.
Yeah, we can.
Give me 5 seconds. Give me 5 seconds. All right, let's go.
I'm on it.
Orbs
I'm on
out.
it.
Orbs out.
I have a monkey on me. Yeah, I'm dead.
Getting on.
Stall for time. Just stall for time.
Holy shit, what's going on?
Zarya's 1 health. Zarya's 1 health. Zarya's
David
1 health.
break.
They nanoed primal.
Again, if you're using your the damage ball, call it out, cause again your team knows they have like no stronger heals other than the juice, so be careful with that.
Just one, no dash. I got him.
Camping heals in front of the cart.
Got it.
Go for the break. Focus break. Dive break. Dive break.
I'm on.
I'm on break. I'm on break.
She's half.
Break half.
She's one.
Alright, I can't run.
Calling break. I don't know who was Punch trying to kill, but be careful with that sponge, and that's for everyone. Keep following the target. I can see the target here.
My bad. Basic.
Fucking bullshit.
It's in front of the cart.
Got it.
Break is dead.
She's half.
Break half.
She's one.
Okay, yeah. Brigitte, look. She was over here. Every time I pause this shit, okay. Never mind.
Alright, I can't run.
Be careful with that
Break is
sponge.
dead. Soft reset.
And even if you're trying to solo kill
Genji,
someone,
Genji,
again,
Genji,
call it
Genji.
out.
Focus the Genji.
So there are two things you can do in dive. If you're not coordinated enough, everyone gotta follow the same target. The second one, that it's more difficult to play, is both tanks gotta target someone, and both DPS gotta target someone else. So imagine the tanks are fighting against a Rhine in the front line, and Genji Tracer are fighting someone in the back line. That's not so good, cause well, front line is gonna suffer until you get a pick, and if you don't get a pick, that's over. So be careful. Or probably divide one tank and one DPS going for someone. But again, that's not the best thing. Okay. You had one pick. Vexus out of mech. Okay, that all
Yeah,
wasn't.
he's ulting. Get their Genji. Okay.
Okay,
Genji's still half. Genji's half.
He dived on top.
Backing up. Hey, Honor, let's start.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
not even a single time. Okay, Rose, what? What? Fuck, I can't see it. What were you doing over here? Be careful with that. Fuck, they're calling me. Wait. Never mind.
Debuffed.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was over.
That's alright. It's okay. Let him have
So
it.
that
We gotta
Rose pick was probably a throw. Be careful with that. And that's for everyone. If you're playing alone and you get killed and you didn't get a pick, well, that's a
I'm
big
gonna
throw.
pump B, and then I'm gonna pump the break for this point. And Pray, can you go Mercy?
Yeah.
There. Actually, alright. can you go
Okay, wait.
Break? We'll run a triple support and a pharmacy for this
Wait
point.
for me.
Oops, sorry. Ganked by mom.
They don't have, they're resetting. They're going
Okay,
like.
we're good.
Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a Lucio break on ground heals. Dropping B. Nano Blade, back left, no dash. He's on me.
Okay, you lost Rose. Here, look. You were trying to heal him,
no dash.
But you lost him?
He's on me.
Oh, never mind. They killed him.
He's one.
It's okay. It's okay. He only got 1 kill with that blade. Focus Tracer. Nice job. Go for the Genji.
Genji's half. It's
He
fully.
got killed.
Focus break. Focus break. She can die.
I'm on break.
Okay, in this comp, you're playing triple support. In this case, you gotta literally pocket your Pharah. Of course, one of the tanks is below half HP, so you need to heal him. But the strong thing about this comp is you can stay with Pharah most of the time, as you have other 2 healers healing the front line and contesting the front line, because Brigade is only good to contest the front line. I mean, stunning the Rhine, booping him back, and healing his teammate with the passive.
She got out. Lucky. Ryan's low.
I might shatter her.
And
Oh, I
push
know.
into them. Push into them.
Break's one.
Break is down.
Diva's right.
I'm pushing her.
Alright, this is last.
She's backing up. Alright, soft reset. We're gonna play a little bit further back, guys. Shatter Barrage. Pharmacy, get in position for
They have line diva. They have
break.
diva.
Get ready to stun for the shatter. Make sure we time that. Count it down.
Yep, I'll count it down. Zarya, keep your
You're
eye on
calling
the
stuns
front.
for a shatter? That's good.
Understood? Yes, ma'am.
Alright,
You looking for bomb?
Get ready. They're rallying.
okay, 3,
Wait for them to get a little bit closer. Stun.
2, 1.
Okay. You're using Harold. The first and more important thing you gotta do as Mercy, if you're fire salting, is bucketing her. Not only with Mercy, the Brigida gotta press E on Pharah. Sorry, I got a bubble. Sorry, so this can't happen if you're using Pharah. She can't get slept or get murdered,
No.
cause you lose a whole combo. So in this case, she didn't die. Well, at least by now. But let's see if Vex bubbled this area. I mean the.
Stun.
Okay, she bubbled. But what happened? Oh, it was. It wasn't bad.
Nice.
Where's that bubble?
Speed is on their diva bomb. I'm on honor right now.
Yep.
Honor. Get the honor.
Also, that damage boost with the Pharah could have helped her to kill the rest of the team before she gets slept.
And a half.
Diva mech. They're rallying. Oh, that's us. Alright.
That's
Baby.
Nice.
I may or may not have teabagged their Hanzo.
why.
Oh no, Ark, why you teabagged?
Two.
Oh
Zin,
my
Ryan,
god, that was.
Zin.
Yeah, Mercury.
Oh, it. Oh yeah, I forgot it was it.
Nothing yellow, nothing red.
Oh,
Talk about your jumps right
I'm on cart.
Okay, Ark. You tried to boop someone here. Look, here's the boop. So, there's no point of booping someone. Because look, your team is pushing. Okay, let's see. Can I get a better? Yeah. Your team was literally over here. So, even if you boop someone here and he dropped, what? There's no punish you can't punish this target because you will leave the payload and probably die. So you gotta wait until your team is over at least here. That it's the time they start backing up. So your team is closer to that enemy, to the one that is dropped, and you can punish that.
Nothing yellow, nothing red.
Fucking dog, shut the fuck up.
Talk about your jumps right
I'm on cart.
Jump ready.
on a one.
Okay. 3, 2.
Zin. Ryan Discord. Their Zin is low. Attack the Zin.
Oh my god.
Get the Zin.
Struck now.
Okay, look. They called out, they were diving.
Ryan Discord. Their Zin is low. Attack the Zin.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
On a one.
Okay. 3.
3. Even Vex called, what's the countdown? 3, 2, 1. And
Zin. Ryan Discord. Their Zin
in
is
this
low,
case,
attack the Zin.
I don't know your comp, I think it's a 2-2-2. Yeah, it's a I don't know who is this. Oh my fucking god. Wait. Fucking neighbor. Okay. Look, they enter, they get low, and you're still pocketing your Farah.
Get the Zen.
Still pocketing Farah. Both tanks were half. Anchor was about to die. Vex, you didn't call out to drop. Or let me hear.
Get the Zen.
Okay, you dropped down, and it passed like 2 seconds. Look.
Get the Zen. Get the Zen.
You dropped out, 342. 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds. And in those 2 seconds, they killed Anchor. That's the coordination you guys need to have. If one is dropping, both need to drop. If one is staying, both need to stay. There's no point in diving if someone's like super aggro and the other one's passive. So be careful with that.
Even though you're close, I just do it.
Winnable, winnable.
Still, yeah.
2 in the front, 2 in the front.
If I'm on Zarya, I'm on
Go for the Ana, go for the Ana, go for the Ana.
I'm dead.
God.
Alright, get the Zarya, get the run on card, run on card.
Run.
He's discorded.
Okay, you're playing Widow? Think so?
Oh, I'm dead.
I can see actually.
Oh, wait, where am I?
And also, playing Hammond Winston. Interesting picks. That's why Anchor get murdered. She didn't have the Matrix to help him survive. Hammond is a solo tank player. His abilities, most of them, it's to play alone. I mean, his E, it's a shield, but only for him. His hook, it's, well, to get a high ground or escape or something. Boop someone, probably. Your pile drive is good for teams. So, but he has no, like, defensive abilities. You can, the only thing I can think about is boop someone. So, probably a Ryan, so he can kill your Ryan. I mean, your Winston.
Dive that McCree.
So if you're playing Hammond, the best, well, not the best thing, but the thing you can do is play him as a main tank, or play triple tank. Diva, Winston, and Diva. Diva, Winston, and Hammond. Fucking dog wait. Okay, I'm back. So, my god, my headsets are broken.
Up the Hanzo.
They have
Push
Winston,
the Hanzo.
they have
Stagger,
Diva.
stagger.
They have Diva now, they have Winston now.
Yep. Again. Let's see.
Up the Hanzo.
They have
Push the
Winston.
Anchor wasn't payload. You can see him. The beam. And what did Vex decide to do?
Stagger, stagger.
Enter alone. Fitting ult.
They have Diva now,
He got half HP.
they have Winston now.
He probably fed like 600 HP, counting his shields. And then Anchor entered.
Alright, soft reset on card.
That's
Let's figure out what we have.
one of the main problems you guys
Are they
have.
playing high ground or no?
You're not coordinated enough to dive.
Winston is there, but no one else.
Alright,
As far
Anchor,
as I
make
can
sure you call in those
tell.
dives.
He's there now.
Yeah, they're both up there now. I'll just play with
Again.
Oh, I got help.
He was not.
Anchor jumped.
Winston is there, but no one else.
He jumped alone. He missed the jump.
Alright,
As far as
Anchor,
I
make
can
sure
tell.
you call
He dropped.
in those
He's
dives.
there now.
And at the moment he dropped, you tried to enter.
There now.
Anchor was behind you. No bubble. You got slapped and murdered.
Oh, I got help. Oh.
I'm
Hanzo
Well,
there.
not murdered,
even
but
Discord.
you fed again a lot. Again, Anchor is diving.
Watch
You're
for that
playing
ult,
on
watch for that
payload.
ult.
I have Blade.
They
What?
Now you both die, so be careful. Did you use Nano? No, no.
Alright, we're
The
down,
enemies
we're
use
down.
Nano.
Okay, let's swap. Let's switch Hammond for Diva now.
I can go Diva Vex if you would like to stay on Hammond. You got 9 full buttons still.
Yeah, but alright, this.
Okay. You're making role switches. When Vex decide to get off Hammond, he will play Winston. Playing off tank and main tank is not the same thing. You guys are getting used to play one specific role. If you're playing main tank, you gotta play main tank all the time. I mean, you play Ryan, you play Winston, you play Orisa, so be careful with that. You can't make these changes unless it's like a weird combo you're playing triple DPS, I mean triple tank.
I'm gonna flank and try to get that Zen if possible.
Diva Discord. I'm gonna try and get it on one of the issues. McCree,
So-
get the McCree, get the McCree.
Look, Vex is fighting low ground, Anchor is fighting on high ground. Be careful with that, guys.
He's alone, he's alone. McCree's dead.
Also,
Hanzo Discord, Hanzo Discord. I'm transing behind point.
Okay, Anchor. I don't know if you didn't hear the trance, but instead of backing to point, you decide to go to high ground and then dropped. And that's where you get healed.
Got it.
Also, Arc. You're no, Sponge. Be careful of playing alone. Call it out.
I can't get up there at the moment.
Sense one, nice.
Diva Discord half. Get her out of mech.
I'm on there, Winston.
Same.
Focus that Diva mech, she's half.
Wizard one,
Winston's
wizard
looking
one.
on health. McCree can die.
Nice.
And then no sleep.
Again, look. Anchor's fighting the spawn. Vex is over here. If you're playing 3 people on card, in this comp, you need to have the Pharah, the Sen, and probably the Genji. Those 3 people doesn't have a fall of damage, so they can shoot from the payload and still get full damage on the enemies.
Hey guys, make sure we're
But
following.
Diva
They just-
can't.
Okay.
Vex in Hammond it's also really hard to play that. They contest because of that.
Hello. No, 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 no. We're gonna lose support. You're gonna lose. No, 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 no. Save it. Save it. Save it. Save it. Save it.
They used Deadeye.
They use like everything.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we got
Diva reset, we can go in now.
That's good, yeah.
Going to the high ground.
they're both.
Hey, we can blade. It's free this fight.
Alright, hold on, I'm going around right.
I'm asleep.
It's huge, huge
We
power.
won't need to blade. We won't need to blade.
No blade.
Look, again. Vex over here, Anchor over here.
Blade.
No blade.
Hammond, you're purple. Back up
Maybe
Hammond.
blade.
Can we get a res on that? Can we res that?
He get insta kill for that
I have line of sight.
Yep, I'm on.
because he didn't get the
Monkey
matrix.
Disco, monkey.
Yeah, monkey.
Let's hear. If someone call out if you could rest, but did you call out you couldn't reach the high ground?
Back up
Maybe
Hammond.
blade.
Can we get a res on that? Can we res that?
Oh, Genji dead.
I have line
point
of sight.
Diva.
Yep, I'm on point.
Yeah, I don't have line of
Monkey
sight.
Disco, monkey.
Yeah, monkey.
You guys gotta pay attention for that. Probably you win this fight. I wasn't there, as you can see. But if you lost that fight, it's probably because you're playing without Hammond.
On Diva, on Diva.
At the time, you could play with Hammond. I mean, 6v5.
On low.
On a dead.
Okay, you won that.
Keep it in back.
Diva's on a mech.
Winston's weak.
Get the Hammond. Oh no, Hammond.
Genji's half.
Monkey Hammond.
Winston's Genji one.
Genji Discord, Genji dead.
Nice, nice, nice.
Resetting.
Alright.
I have trance. This fight.
Honor by yourself. Honor them.
Genji, can you go to their spawn? Try to get something.
Again? Vex? What the fuck? Not even Ark is helping you. Not even Mercy is healing you. Not even Anchor is over there to matrix you. Stop playing alone.
Genji, can you go to their spawn? Try to get something cheeky off of your.
If you don't know how to play Hammond with as a team,
Yeah.
don't play Hammond.
They're gonna be
Let someone else
distracted
play
by this
Hammond.
pharmacy, so that's gonna be like a free opportunity to
Or
play.
practice how you play it.
We're gonna be very
But be really careful with how you play Hammond.
I mean, Ryan
At least you fed like in total, I don't know, more than 5k HP.
Fine, stay on dive.
Can't see.
And I'm getting out.
And that's a lot of full charge for the enemy.
Yeah.
On a Discord, Anna. Can we dive her? No.
No, I'm just.
I can't.
Okay. Hey, trance. There's Diva Bomb. Blade, I'm ulting. Stay on me in front of cars. Stay on cars.
Vex. Again. I know you're Hammond and you can go for all the health packs in the map and getting back to the fight in less than 5 seconds. But this is not solo queue. Trust to get healed. And your damage and abilities are really important to kill someone.
We're all here.
And even though you had trance, I don't know why you backed up for heals.
Okay. Ryan
Yeah.
Discord, Ryan can I? Ryan's dead.
Diva.
Diva.
Zen.
Genji.
Wait, did Ark call that out?
Diva.
Zen.
Okay, he called out Barrage. And he almost died because you didn't pocket him from the beginning. And again, being Mercy, the last thing you need to do is being DPS. You're the main heals, same as Moira. But Moira is, well, it's understandable because you need to damage the enemy team to suck your lives and charge your juice, but not with Mercy. Mercy is the most consistent healer in the game because she never gotta recharge his beam, and it's the strongest. I mean, Sen can't. I mean, Sen doesn't have to recharge his harmony, but it's well, it's lower heals than Mercy. Also Lucio. Anna got a reload at some time. Moira, well, she can get out of juice. Brigitte, well, she depends a lot of hitting enemies, and her E. And who else? I think that's everything, so be careful with that.
Alright, good game.
I want
Okay, that's all for this map.